Hi everyone. Today I'd like to share a research project I worked on, now published in IEEE Access, that tackles a question that sounds simple but is actually quite complex. Does the news really move the stock market? And if so, which types of news matter most? So we all hear claims like stocks crashed because of a breaking headline, but in reality, tens of thousands of news stories are published every day, and the vast majority have no real impact on markets at all. Our goal was not just to ask whether news sentiment is positive or negative. Instead, we wanted to pinpoint exactly which topic and financial sentiment specific news actually drives market movements. So to do this, we collected over 90,000 global headline news articles from 2008 to 2023, spanning major events like financial crisis and the pandemic. We used the Dow Jones Industrial Average as our benchmark for market trends. We first standardized the language and removed cultural ambiguities, then applied NLP processing, like task declining and stemming. For topic classification, we used the TF-IDF for feature extraction and trained a random forest model to categorize each headline into different topics. For sentiment analysis, we added a classification layer on top of BERT and performed the full parameter fine-tuning using a dataset of financial sentences labeled by domain experts. This allowed Feinberg to pick up on emotional signals that generic models might miss. And here is the critical part. We didn't stop at a correlation. We used a statistical method called Granger causality, which tests whether past values of one time series help predict another. Importantly, this doesn't prove direct causation. It simply tells us whether the information in the news provides predictive value beyond what the market already knows. So before applying this test, we confirmed the stability of all time series using an ADF test, ensuring our results were statistically sound. And our findings were fascinating. From 2008 to 2016, negative entertainment news like celebrity scandals, actually had a measurable lasting effect on the market. And this might reflect a time when markets were more sensitive to on non-economic noise. But from 2018 to 2023, the landscape shifted dramatically. Political and health-related news, especially negative political headlines, became the dominant drivers. Even more fascinating, the market's reaction speed accelerated from 2 or 3 days down to nearly immediate, often within one day. Meanwhile, entertainment news completely lost its predictive power in recent years. So what does this tell us? I think financial markets are becoming smarter and more focused. Investors are zeroing in on information that truly affects economic fundamentals like policies shifts or public health risks. So why does this matter? We turned these insights into action. In our backtesting experiment, we constructed a composite news sentiment signal that combines the statistical significance based on p-values across all news topics. And we then used this signal to design a simulated trading strategy. And the result, our strategy consistently outperformed a simple buy and hold benchmark across both time periods, not only delivering higher returns, but also achieving lower maximum drawdowns, meaning better risk control. So, and this research is not just confirming the old ideas that news affects the stocks. It offers something much more valuable, I think. Actually, a quantifiable, actionable framework to identify which news truly matters and when. Thank you for your listening.